till you get to 1,000.
What?
Do it.
Are you serious?
Yes, do
I'm
it.
scared. Which
Touch
part?
it.
Which
The
part?
whole thing. You touch both sides.
No.
Yes, like that. Just real quick.
I can't. Okay.
Come on.
I can't.
Hey everyone, my name is Chad and I am a Jesus follower and I am the pastor at HGBC.
And I'm KK the PK.
Yes, we like to syllabalize certain philosophical words into different manners.
You mean letters?
Okay, I don't really know what all that means.
We like to emphasize different letters for each time. Like KK the or KK the PK.
Yeah. So this is how to inspirational humor, and what we want to do today is what?
Talk about how to turn a weakness into your strength.
Yes, how do you turn a weakness into your strength? And today we're going to use 3 letters. What are those 3 letters?
We're going to use the letter, well, it's 1 letter, but
it's 3, but it's 3 words.
We're gonna do the letter A. So we've got 3 A's.
3 A's.
Triple A.
Triple A's, and I brought them. But I've only got 2 of them because, see, I've got 1 for each ear to insert into your ears at that point, like that, see? And you do like that right there, like that right there. And then you take some gum, see? And you put it right there like that. And you turn a weakness into a strength just like that right there. But if you want a little extra boost, what you do is you get one, I'm not going to advertise, but you get one of these there 9-volt batteries like that. I'm going to open it up brand new. She doesn't know about this because she's never done it before. See, and you take these 9-volt batteries like that right there.
I'm not doing
and see, if you want to turn a weakness into a strength, stick your tongue out.
I'm not
Stick your tongue out. Yeah, hold on to it. Take your tongue out like that.
I'm not doing it.
Why?
Because you've told me that you and your brother did this before.
Yes, it'll make a bald-headed man go balder, I'm telling you. I used to have hair when I used to do it, and then I'd put it on there and boom, it's over.
This goes back to our Temptations video.
You were tempted to put it on me, aren't you? Here's what I know. Oftentimes we try to avoid weakness. We want to make everybody think that we aren't weak. We want to make everybody think we're the best, we're the strongest, we're the brightest, we're the smartest, we're the all of this.
And avoid does start with an A, but that's not one of the A's that works.
No, avoid is not one of the letters, because ultimately we want to take moments to figure out how do we turn a weakness into strength. And here's what I know what the Bible says. The Bible says this in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 8. And Paul is writing this. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away.
3 times. 3 A's, 3 times.
Ooh, I didn't even see that one coming. She's the smart one here. But here's what I know. When I think about my life, the number of times that I've begged God to take certain things away or want things to be different and they weren't, I begged Him, God, take this away, change it. And it didn't. And I'm like, why do I need this weakness in my life? Why does she need this in her head? Why do these things happen sometimes? And what I know is that in begging God has a response. He says something to us.
And sometimes we forget that silence is an answer.
Silence is not the absence of God. He is still there, and he is given an answer sometimes that you need to wait. Or you need to figure out how is it that you allow this to be a strength in your life. Because in verse 9 it reads this. But He said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong.
And that second verse that you read, I don't remember, was it verse 9?
Mm-hmm.
That it said that in our weakness is His strength. And it made me kind of think, I've had quote-unquote friends before that only come to me when they need something from me. And I feel like, to me, I was thinking, well, I'm only strong whenever they're weak, because that's whenever they actually need me and need my advice. And that kind of, I feel like that's sometimes how we treat God too.
So in other words, we should be a little more proactive in our relationship with Him, because ultimately, if
that's another A.
Oh, it is another A, but that's not the word that we're going to use. There's 3 of them, and it comes with 2 AAA batteries and a 9-volt on the tongue. Oh, she almost did it. So here's what I know. The first A for you, because I promise you, we all have a weakness, but the first A into making that weakness a strength is to what?
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
To the video, you're in it. Let's go.
I don't remember.
It's acknowledge.
Oh,
you have to acknowledge the weakness. If you don't acknowledge the weakness, you're never going to identify. You're not going to change and allow God to be impactful on your life. So you have to acknowledge it.
You can't just ignore it and let it just sit in a corner or whatever, because I mean, like, this is not something you can just ignore. And nope. If I don't acknowledge it and I don't say, like, yes, this is happening, I know it's happening, it's part of my life, then you're not ever going to get to the point of turning it into a strength.
Exactly. And for a lot of people, you feel weakness because you have a head full of hair and you see me as so strong, and you realize the need to acknowledge your weakness with all of your hair. And what I want to do is help you with that struggle in your life to turn that into a strength. Get some buzzers, and we're going to clip your hair. Next video, you'll be bald, right? So you have to acknowledge it. Oftentimes we deny it. We don't want to acknowledge what is there. And Caitlin, it's a disability. So I look at it and say you have to acknowledge it. And then the second thing you have to do, if you're going to turn a weakness into a strength with God, is you have to
accept it.
I'm glad you knew that one. Well, you knew the second one.
The first one, I was thinking about whether or not it would actually hurt if I touched my tongue to that. So
yes. It's going to happen in this video. You're going to touch your tongue on that for them to see. But here's what you have to do. You have to acknowledge, then you have to accept. The reality is it's tough to accept this in her life. It's tough to accept the fact that things aren't going to change, because you go, well, maybe if I beg God one more time, maybe if I beg God differently, if I beg God this way. And God is saying, listen, my grace in your life is sufficient. You have all you need with my grace.
And I think it makes me think of the song "Even If" by who sings it?
Yep, Micah Tyler.
Yeah, okay, so, no,
it's Even Then. Yeah, Mercy Me sings.
Okay.
Yeah. They're so, Even Then, Even If. They both are good songs.
Okay, Even If by Mercy Me, it's saying, like, I want this to go away, but even if you don't take it, you're still on the throne, you're still God, you're still in control. Stuff like that. And I think that's part of accepting it.
Absolutely. So we acknowledge, we accept, and then third, if we're going to turn a weakness into the strength of God in our life, then we have to
ask.
And we have to ask who?
The teacher?
No.
I mean, technically.
Yeah, we have to ask God. We have to ask God for His mercy upon us. We have to ask God to help us to rely on Him. We have to ask God to make us realize that the outward appearance of our bodies, of our minds, of our strength, of who we are, a condition that comes up into our life, and realize that we ask Him to help us through. Because ultimately, I could say, hey, things would be great if I had enough money. Things would be great if I had this or if I had that. And God is saying, wait a minute, what are you relying upon in your life? The things of this earth or me? And if you ask God for His grace upon your life to be sufficient, then it changes who you are and where you go. So
we have, I keep forgetting the first one.
Acknowledge. You don't want to still acknowledge.
And accept.
Yep.
And then ask God to help you.
Absolutely. So as you put that on your tongue,
Are you
we will
serious?
catch you guys next week. We will do something spectacular again.
How
and for the
about-
first time in the history of Caitlin's life, she's going to take a taste of that battery right now. Hey
I
guys.
say we make them get us to 1,000 subscribers before I do it.
No, that's for the Oreo cookies. Come on, right now. I want you to know,
Wait,
I want
really?
you to go conquer your day and go conquer your life. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't get to 1,000, that battery stays on her tongue till you get to 1,000.
What?
Do it!
Are you serious?
Yes, do
I'm
it!
scared. Which
Touch
part?
it.
Which
The
part?
whole thing. You touch both sides.
No!
Yes, like that, just real quick.
I can't. Okay.
Come on!
I can't.
Do it!
I
Do
can't.
it! Yes, do it! Do it!
I didn't even do anything.
Well, because you didn't put it on. Put it on.
No, I feel like this.
Hurry up!
I don't like it.
That's funny. That's
Like,
funny.
subscribe, and share with your friends. We will see you guys next time.
Yes.